Yeah.
So let me recap them now.
I suggest that we do this on the show. The top 10 disgusting public bathrooms across the United States. Put them in some sort of book format, and the winner will receive our compilation, or whatever the hell I'm supposed to be calculating.
Okay. I don't think copulation is exactly the right word.
Well, we're trying. We're trying.
Well, you certainly get an A for effort.
Thank you very much.
It is the thought.
Or collective photographic. Yeah, like Meisterbrow. I mean, really? Come on. Oh, what guy over in Germany thought that crap up? That's like, you know what that's like? It's
I don't think it was anybody in Germany.
No, it's probably some guy stuck in a little brewery in some little retarded town in Missouri.
I'm pretty sure no self-respecting German would ever drink Meisterbrow. Even if his life depended.
It's called it's not even watered down Budweiser. It was awful. It was terrible. But I bought a 6-pack of it just to try it out years ago, due to the fact that it was cheap.
It's awful. It's terrible. I bought a 6-pack of it.
It wasn't bad in regards to cheap beer. Pilsner Urquell. Is it a beer or is it not?
Next week, inside the camel's ass. No one knows why. No one knows why.
And no one's been in there to check it out.
No, well, that's the thing. It's only a theory because nobody wants to.
Nobody wants to investigate the possibilities of one.
Mike and Tim here. Mike and Tim here. I don't know. After all, nothing's more important than a.
A little right here also, you know, this is right. Right here, and up in here.
Is that right? Yeah. All right, so thanks for tuning in. Mike and Tim here.
Yeah,
with our top 5 reasons Vincent van Gogh may have cut his own ear off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Top 5.
5.
Of course, everybody knows. Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't look right.
No.
Starry Night, which we have up here in the studio.
It's a fabulous painting.
Fabulous.
It's so overdone. The man uses like large quantities of paint.
Yo.
He has no elegant style. It's some sort of thickness. Have you noticed? Everything is yellow. Oh, so gauche.
It looks like he's got some serious issues with his personality.
So do you. Okay, so top 5 reasons.
I'm a better artist than that freak was, ever. No question about it. I could like do fruit and still life. I'm a much better artist than he was. His drawings were.
Yeah, I am painting a little worm coming out of this apple, yeah?
Oh, it's a rotten apple and it's a rotten core.
Mike and Tim here. Another top 5. Top 5 reasons Mona Lisa. No. Mike and Tim here with another top 5. Top 5 reasons why is Mona Lisa smirking. And with me here is noted art critic Dudley Whitmore from the university, and here with me is
Number 4 is she's thinking of the pool boy again.
Oh, you never know. Those people there from back there in England, they probably had a little bit of panky-tanky there. You know, they probably had their pools in the backyard.
You can be attached up to some wires or something to go in your head when you go to sleep in the car. And what this does, this downloads all the information you need for that day's work when you're going to go to work. So, I mean, yeah, you got modern technology there. So you're jumping right into the real science fiction. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it works pretty good. This way you're like in your REM sleep in the car. It's like downloading all this cool stuff into your head. So by the time you get to work, it's like, bing! The things come off your head and you pop into work. All the information that you need, all the information at work is all downloaded into your head. You disconnect, you win. Oh, did you get the latest, the boss? Oh, yes, I have all the emails right up here. Yeah, I just got it all in the car. It was all there. I mean, that's perfect. Just think about that. It's interesting thought. Only you would think of that. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. But the only drawback to that is, if the punctuality didn't work. You got the car drove you to work. It was very pleasant. But the information that was downloaded in your head from the car's computer modular system was all screwed up. So in other words, you're supposed to take a nap and you wake up and you're in another state. Or it's a totally different corporation's information that was downloaded in your head from the computer modular. So you get to work and then you don't know what you're doing because everything's completely fouled up. So you were supposed to get the information for the schematic plans for the new building that you're going to construct, but in reality, it was some sort of photographic thing. So you go in there and you're talking to the boss and you're like, well, wait a minute. The models aren't here. How's that going to work? That's a terrible situation. How did that come about? I don't know. I'm just thinking about that there could be some sort of hacking going on in the computer brain module of your car. So by the time you get to work, everything's just totally blown right out. I was thinking of something funny to say. Go ahead. But I can't because after that shit you just said, it totally blew out of my head. Well, it blew out of your head because it's not there. So you are like the master derailer. You gotta stop doing that. Yeah, derailer. Conversation derailer. Yeah. People get done talking, they don't even know what their name is anymore. What's your name? I don't know who I am or I'm from. Please keep that guy away from me. I'm like the religious guy. The train that just keeps on going. The caboose window in. Your caboose, all right. How about trains that are remote controlled, you know? Oh, that could be cool. They already have that. Yeah, they do. Actually, they do because there's no more cabooses anymore. There's nobody at the end. You've got a train, you've got like an engine in the back that's pushing, and an engine in the front that's pulling. So therefore, if the guy in the front says, okay, we gotta stop, but there's nobody in the back and the train's pushing, and they keep on going, they crush the whole mess when they come to a stop. The train stops in the front, and the rest of the guy in the back, there's nobody in the back to control the engine. They stop in the front, it compresses everybody down in a small sandwich right there on the tracks. Yeah. Done. Everybody's dead in the cars. Is that the sound that it makes? It's a particular sound you hear. Oh yeah, it's a twisted metal. Very authentic, very authentic. Done, finished, don't worry. Yeah, that's what happens, you know, like the people who get stuck on the tracks. Oh, they just obliterate stuff. They just get all blown to hell. Especially when they show up on the train. You're stuck on the track with one of these little tiny cars that they manufacture nowadays. These small little jurisprudence cars that a person, anybody over 4'5" can't fit in them anyway. So they get stuck on the tracks. Here they are on the tracks, this little tiny car that looks like something out of a Matchbox box. And they get smashed out by the whole thing. The train comes down and just obliterates them. They keep on going. The guy's like, oh, I think we hit something. Almost minute here. Actually, in reality, it was like one of these little small little midget cars that they sell because nobody can afford to buy a car anymore. So they gotta buy one of these made out of plastic and cardboard. Maybe it's got some glass in it if you're lucky. You know, you pour oil into the thing or gas and you light it up and it catches on fire. Because they got no control on it. Anyway, the train comes, hits one of them, and she's like, I think we've just run over something. Oh, just keep on going. Don't it? And they never know the difference. They'll smash out. It's like a game of bumper cars. They hit, bing, bing, you know, it just goes off the tracks, you know. The cops show up and they're like, oh, nothing left, scrape it up, go on to the next case. Okay, so that's kind of the way it works in these new cars they're manufacturing lately. The small European version of nothing. So they have it, folks. That's kind of the way it works. That's just the way it is, according to Tim. I'm sorry.
Now, speaking of blockages, this can also be used in other areas to relieve constipation, for instance.
You got the list then, Sprouts abate the list.
Well, don't we want to talk about Vincent van Gogh?
Yeah, he was quite the guy, I understand. Something about his ear.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Testicle 1, 2, 3.
How about 4?
Well.
1, 2, 3, 4. Bizarre.
Oh, this is in Japan. They're radioactive ores, wild ores in Japan. Now they have to before they contaminate the rest of the
山から降りてきたものが戻らなくなってしまった。で、住み心地のいいところに餌もいっぱいあるし、で誰にも追われないし、でそこで自分の生活に。
Yes. I'll tell you,
Some AI program that searches through content is flagging us right now. They're talking about testicles. They're talking about testicles and roasting them. Roasting them.
They're talking about testicles and
roasting them. Roasting them.
So what are we doing? Well, I think we're out of time. We are? Hey, that's great, mates. Let me lay on my new tunes on you then. Oh,
well,
this is
we really
great.
Gotta get going, actually.
Oh, that's okay. I'll play you out my new song. It's called Underwear Superman.
Okay,
Here we go.
just for a minute.
I'm crazy, I'm just insane. There's something not right with me in my brain. Late at night, when all the ice cream trucks are gone, I feel like Superman with my long underwear on. Looking at this underwear Superman. Snap a photo while you can. Underwear Superman. look for our top 7. Apparently, top 7 tips.
Yeah.
Goodbye from Mike and Tim and Ian Clothesline in Canada. Bye, Ian.
See you later.
So that's right. That's right.
Are you sure that's right?
That's right. That's right. Crotch Snod Rod, whatever the hell my name is. Yeah, that's right. We bring all.
Corn and peas and succotash too just grew and grew and grew. One made a doc told Spanky, better lay off the bacon fat. But Spanky knew better and told the doc never would he be doing that. So Spanky sat down to a big fat meal, didn't mean to do no harm. One cold bacon, suddenly a twinge. Spanky bought the farm. Spanky bought the farm.
El Chico here from the Mike and Tim Show with Ian Clothesline from Carter's Got Pills for Rockers Against Driving, reminding you to be responsible when you're partying out this season.
Well, that's right, Tim, that's right. Ian Clothesline here, everybody, reminding you all to...
I wonder if Santa Claus ever does like that stuff because, you know, he's flying around the world.
I don't think he's got time.
Well, he's probably
I can't see
sniffing,
Santa Claus sniffing glue. Can you see Santa Claus? You know, he's all dressed up and he's like peeking around the corner and he's got that, you know, that big
You're a
can.
misogynist.
A misogynist.
Yeah.
But that sounds like some sort of physical therapy problem.
Sounds like some kind of massage therapy person.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the misogynist.
But it doesn't sound right either, so of course it's got to be something bad.
Yeah.
You know, like a serial massage.
A cereal massage?
Massager.
What's it
Serial
do, come in a
massager.
box?
No, misogynist is not that. A
Yeah.
misogynist is different.
Hi. And welcome to the misogynist school of massage. Hey, speaking of that, can you still order on RadioShack.com or is it gone?
I don't even know. I wouldn't give them a dime, that shithole. Oh, hi, we're back. It's Mike and Tim here with our holiday blog. I mean, what would you want to watch? Would you want to watch borderline pathetic or pathetic comedy? Obviously, borderline pathetic.
Yeah, I'd rather watch under the radar pathetic borderline because usually the people who are at the bottom underneath the line of pathetic cavity cause health problems.
Yeah.
You know what? I suggest we drink a lot more.
And see if any of that's true.
Yeah, exactly. You know what?
Independent research should verify those claims.
I'm going to go out and drink a 6-pack of these in about a half an hour, suck it down, go get in the car, and see if I can still drive.
Think of the vitamin C you're going to be getting from all those apricots.
Apricots, yeah.
I guess really there's no apricots in any of this stuff. It's all apricots.
Oh,
Apricots are probably out of season anyway.
really? Well, apricots.
So much for the apricots.
Yeah, well, if you got your apricots and your apricates, you might end up with an apricot.
Some of the listeners are already telling us that there's no such
Shut
thing
up.
as apricots. Well, yes, they're also saying shut up. But they've been saying that since we started.
Yeah, right, so there's no point anyway.
Some dubious beer review.
But this is a good beer.
Hi.
And, I very much enjoyed drinking it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I
My
think
name's Sedgwick.
The alcohol is beginning to take effect because I'm just ignoring Tim now.
Hi.
Normally, I would be frustrated with Tim's apparent lack of
Professionalism.
Professionalism, yes, thank you. That's
Hi,
good.
my name's Sedgwick.
And especially when it comes to the broadcast skills in particular.
I like Blue Moon.
But at this point,
I don't know
I'm thinking to
about
myself, oh, what the hell? You know.
you. Yeah, hi. Hello. Hi. My name's Sedgwick, and I like Blue Moon. Everybody, my name. Hi. Do you know anybody named Sedgwick in your family?
Exactly.
Here's our house.
Yes. It's a good looking house, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a metal roof on it, so it probably is okay.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Apparently we were never actually visible.
Oh.
I made a boo-boo there. I had to, one of the things we do is we like to own up to our mistakes.
Yes,
so I'd like to say that Carl, the cameraman, was responsible for that flub, and he's been fired, even though he has 7 kids, all under the age of
3.
Hey, obviously, it's what we get. Wherever we go, we get the claps. I mean, well. Thing now where I swing around and then we both say, "It's the Mike and Tim Show." You ready? It's the Mike and Tim Show. No, now we're on. I just turned
now
the
we're
mic
on.
up.
All right.
Here we are, and hey.
Here. Hello. Hello, the world.
Welcome to Mike and Tim's 1-year anniversary show.
The new show.
If you're wondering why my hand is up here, it's because
we're adjusting
I'm adjusting the light. But
the lighting.
Unfortunately, the light is coming off the clamp. So
the light is coming off the clamp.
I don't know why that happened, actually.
If you look at the Mike and Tim show, hey, that's even better. If you look at the Mike and that's good. Leave it there. If you look at the Mike and Tim show, our extreme professionalism here and the amount of money that we spent on lighting in here is just astronomical. All probably of what, maybe. How much do you think our lighting cost? Maybe $20 tops?
No, it was like 35.
Oh, 35. Oh, we're really stretching the budget this time.
Well, I had to get 1, 2, 3, 4 lamps.
Right.
And they're just those little lamps that, you work lights.
Yeah, work lights with a little, what kind of bulbs you got in? We got the old...
And I got the little fluorescent, the CFLs, because they work better than the...
the CFLs?
They work better than the LEDs because they have a little more blue light in them. But that's not what the stuff of quality entertainment is made of, this sort of production talk. So, anyway...
welcome to the 1-year anniversary show.
This is pretty exciting, isn't it? Most people would be afraid to open up their show by fiddling with their lighting equipment, Because somebody might say, hey, don't you have people that do that?
Of course not.
Well, I didn't know we were admitting that.
No, we don't. Yeah. We do anyway, but who cares?
So here we are.
It's St. Patrick's Day, by the way.
It is St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Right. And I hope everybody enjoyed the little montage we just had.
That's all of our bits.
That took forever to put that together.
Also, you notice the chipmunks were included in that bit.
I just thought it would break up the monotony of our droning voices going on for 15 minutes.
Intellectual stimulation.
Well, that's not what I would use, but I hope it took a long time to do, and I was kind of thinking
it's fun.
Maybe it wasn't that much fun, but you kind of
I thought it was great.
So hopefully it was.
It filled my soul with such gratitude.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
With such empathy for broadcast professionals.
So that was just a little smattering of of our 1 year. We have about 107 videos up now. I think.
Good. All right.
And we have I think 37 subscribers now.
Hey, we're boning up there.
Well,
once a month we get what 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The thing is, we actually have hundreds of billions of listeners. This has been verified, and people always ask, "Well, how is that possible? On the entire planet, there's only 6 billion."
Just like
people.
McDonald's, we serve everybody.
Well, it's one of those things. It's just one of those things. We can't explain it, and we don't need to explain it because we're moving off that topic, and now we're talking about this beer here. This is the second time we've done the Sam Adams review.
Well, this is a new beer. This is the Samuel Adams Irish Red.
Irish Red.
As you can see, this ain't at St. Patrick's Day, so we figured bringing out the red in the Irish. You know what that expression is, don't you? When the Irish see red, the hell is going to pay.
Is that right?
Somebody gets mad.
Irish Red, smooth and hearty. And
yeah, very good.
It's by the way, for those who are interested, 5.8% alcohol.
Right.
So it's it's a nice beer.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not real strong. And 25 IBUs. That's the IBUs are, of course, the International Bitterness Units. So it's very smooth.
Yeah.
I mean, you can taste the hops in there. There's a little bit of spicy hops, but it's very well balanced with the malt. It's a nice malt. It really is kind of like a hearty malt.
It's a very smooth, flavorful beer.
It kind of reminds you of a Bock beer a little bit in that way. It's got some. It's got some balls to it.
Yeah. We'll have no beer with no balls.
A lot of people are thinking, well, that really doesn't tell me much when you say it's got balls. What does that mean exactly?
Does your beer have balls?
What the hell does any review really mean? I mean,
Right.
you know, it's like movie reviews. Siskel and Ebert. Who the hell? Imagine Siskel and Ebert did beer reviews.
Yeah, they'd be like drunk all the time.
Well, I think it doesn't have enough character. They should
Yeah.
have gone forward with the character more.
Yeah, a little more.
No, I liked it. I thought the backdrop was very good. The blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I could
they're
just see
dead.
it. Maybe they should do, well, are they both dead?
Oh, I don't know. I think one of them or two.
One of them passed away.
Yeah, one of them. You know what? The trouble was,
You notice I said passed away, not kicked the bucket.
Yeah, where does that come from? They passed away.
Well,
What do? Go someplace and not come back?
I was feeling,
Nostalgic?
well, anyway, back to the beer.
They're gone, they're dead. Okay,
So
they
this is smooth and hearty, definitely. Another Sam Adams. Last month we reviewed Sam Adams Cold Snap.
Yeah.
And this is similar to a winter
Right.
lager.
This has, what I like about this one, it's got a little more robust than the Cold Snap.
Isn't this a little pretentious? It's got his signature on the side of the bottle. How do we know that's exactly his signature? I mean, I
Where?
suppose it could be. Sam Adams on the side, see? In the glass. He wrote it right in the glass.
Oh, yeah.
They got nothing better to do but write their signature in the glass?
Well, actually, I've been to Paul Revere's house, but not Sam Adams' house.
You've been to Paul Revere's house?
I certainly have. It's in Boston, and Germania Street is real close by.
I-
And that's where they brew this beer.
I imagine he wasn't home, though.
No, he passed away. He passed.
Oh, he passed as
Yeah.
well.
You know what
Then
that sounds like, though? You talk to somebody. Did you hear about they passed? It sounds like they had a big gas attack, and they ate a bunch of really bad cabbage or something, and they had to pass a lot of gas.
This is a really good malty beer. It's well balanced, and it's not. I mean, you can taste the hops, but it's not hop spicy at all. I mean, it's quite.
If you take a
quite
look at the
drinkable.
bottle, you notice that it's well balanced.
It's quite drinkable.
Halfway in the bottle, you'll notice that it's
Good
balanced.
malty smell.
The other stuff, the high stuff, is balanced well with the low stuff.
Is that right?
Yeah. Therefore, what you can do with this bottle, you can actually use it for a level.
Is this the kind of crap that we are purporting to purvey upon our listeners?
Exactly.
This kind of content that we're currently
What content?
espousing? What we're doing right now?
This is exactly the kind of content we do, because if we did any other kind of content, it wouldn't be content.
The reason I say that is some folks might be at this point saying, "The hell is this? Who the hell are these morons?"
Really.
Well,
It's us.
it is. It is us.
Us. The
And-
prayers of wonderful, exciting information.
Obviously, not pathetic comedy, only borderline.
If it's borderline, we got to get Madonna.
People might wonder where that comes from. Somebody sent us a nasty note,
Yeah.
and
We like it.
and he's like, borderline pathetic, and I was like, well,
Good.
that's great because we thought we were pathetic. Now we know. Now we
Now
realize
we
we're
know.
only borderline
Borderline
pathetic.
pathetic.
I mean, as a compliment, I told the guy, I said, thank you so much for that compliment. I think
Yeah.
that really pissed him off when I said that.
Right. And he's no longer, he described himself, and hey, so what? We have a good time doing this, and life is good.
You know what it was? I knew who it was. There's a guy that clicked on one of the hiker videos, and he expected to get a comprehensive reference of hiking boots from you.
Right.
And instead, it was just me cracking on shit and you making stuff up. And I mean, there was some information in there,
Right.
but it wasn't like 1, 2, 3. These are the 5
Here's
top
what you
things you
need
need
to
to
do.
do. There are videos like that,
Yeah.
which are great if you need a reference.
Right.
But this is not a reference show. This is
This is
supposed to be a
fun
comedy
show. We make fun of stuff.
So obviously he didn't really look much at the title. He just saw the. I mean, he didn't look at the people who were doing it.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know? I mean, suppose it was the Three Stooges doing hiking advice. So
Well, he like who's on first, who's on second, and why the hell we on third, and what
that's
the
not
hell's
the Three
going on?
Stooges. That was.
Oh, that was Abbott and
Abbott
Costello.
Costello.
Oh, well, anyway.
Remember them?
Same idea. Same idea, different people.
So,
Anyway, what's going on in the world? We could talk about.
geez, what do we do now? Huh?
I don't know. Holy shit. Well, anyway.
We've run out of ideas already.
no,
No,
this could be serious.
I have a couple others.
Yeah, I do too. Actually.
But I'm not done talking about this beer. Quite
all right, go ahead.
honestly.
You-
And by the way, I should show the label here because it's got a rooster. Well, it's got a.
No, this is actually a. Is that a rooster or is that
I
an
thought it was a
eagle?
rooster. That's not an eagle, is it? How can that be? Oh, maybe it is an eagle. Is it?
It is if it's a rooster, it's a one
I
pissed
guess
off
it's not-
rooster.
you know what? Now that I look at it closer, it's not a. Wait a minute. It's got a tail.
Yeah,
What the hell is that? Is it a griffin? A mythological
a mythical creation of Ed Koch.
Well, it's got this bird-looking thing on here. Maybe it's a phoenix. Is that
Yeah.
supposed to be? Is that what a phoenix looks like?
Yeah.
perhaps one of our listeners knows. Of course, we could Google it, but we're
Why Google?
we're a little
Why Google when we can goggle it?
we're rather a little too busy to Google that.
Google. Where did that come from anyway, by the way?
Well, Google, before the company was created,
Yeah.
Google used to be the largest number before infinity.
Yes, but
And it's a 1 with a large number of zeros. after it.
everybody knows what a Google is.
What is a Google?
Hey, Google Gaga, Google Gaga.
Oh, that's a Google. This is a... What's the...
Well, it's pretty close by.
Tim, I think you are trying to, once again, purvey substandard content upon our
I think that they use that name, Google, because everybody recognizes it when they're children. They go Google Gaga.
Seeing how this is
Think
a
about it.
well-balanced beer, I should be able to balance it on 2 fingers. Because if the hops were... See what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, very good.
I got a message from somebody.
Oh, let's see what the
It's
message
probably
says.
my wife telling me she can't hear or there's no picture.
There's no audio or something's wrong.
Something like that.
Uh,
Oh, as my wife says, it's a griffin. Well, I thought it was a griffin.
Griffin.
You heard me say griffin.
Yeah.
didn't
Hey, what if you have a person by the name of Griffin? Isn't that going to be offensive?
you? No, I don't think so. Like Merv Griffin? Remember
Yeah.
Merv Griffin?
Yeah, Merv.
That show?
Yeah, the show night.
If we were around back in the day, we could have probably got a
spot.
on Merv Griffin.
Yeah, sure,
Where
absolutely.
he'd ask us really dumb questions like, so where are you guys from?
Yeah, what do you do?
You're not lovers, are you? No, it's my cousin, for Christ's sake. I'm a married man. What the hell's wrong with you?
Sick, you pervert.
Fucking Merv.
Yeah, remember
No
Merv?
wonder we wouldn't go on.
Merv was like the Merv was like if you got on the Merv Griffin show, you were like capital. You were like top of the notch.
Or, well, I mean, he was like, well, Ed Sullivan was before him.
Yeah, but Merv Griffin show is pretty good. Yeah, Ed Sullivan. Yeah.
Most of our listeners are probably going, who the hell
Who
is
the
Ed
hell are
Sullivan?
these people? They're long since dead. Ed
Not as
Sullivan.
long ago as like Caesar and the Romans, but
No,
almost.
It's somewhere in that proximity.
This is really a good beer. This is like, I wouldn't say it's sweet.
This is sort of a
But
sneak
it's very
up.
smooth.
This is a sneak up sort of beer.
It's got almost 6% alcohol. So yeah,
Yeah.
It's not super light by any means. But I mean, it's
No.
not. I like to say it's very drinkable. I
No.
say that about a lot of beers, though. All right. You know, one beer I did not find drinkable?
What was that?
Alimony Ale.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, we bought 2 bottles of it. It was very bad. Pat and I did not like that beer in San Clemente.
I remember telling you when you got it. I was like, you know what? That's probably not going to taste good.
I'm not going to be president of the United States as of tomorrow.
Super bitter. But this is only 25 IBUs, so.
I'm going back to San Clemente, and I'm going to drink Samuel Adams for the rest of my life.
Not a cork.
Yeah.
So I think Sam Adams ought to send us something. Really, I mean, I'm not gonna.
I like their beer.
Well, they
It's
have
an
some good
American
beer.
company. They make great beer. It's really good. They're on Germania Street in Boston. You can't beat it. It's great beer. It's an excellent product. It's not some Bukeweiser, Barfweiser, whatever the hell you want to call that stuff. That watered
Okay,
down.
all right. Don't belabor the point.
Yeah.
You're belaboring. Tim, you got to stop belaboring.
Oh, belaboring. Hi, would you like to come over and do some belaboring?
Yeah, don't belabor.
Oh, belabor. Hi, babe. You want to come on over? We'll
All right, don't do that. This is a family show.
Oh, it's
Well,
a family show. We're getting drunk.
Not really, but
Well, we're trying to be.
we're pretending it is.
Hi, children, and welcome to the Children's Hour. We're sitting here drinking beer. I would suggest you do that. It's probably bad for your health.
So yeah, I was just saying we reviewed Cold Snap.
Yeah, Cold Snap was a very good beer.
In Boston Lager, their regular beer. I mean, it's all right.
I like that too.
But I don't like it as much as I like, for instance, this.
I like the family of beers from Samuel Adams.
I find as I get older that I like hops less. It's like I've had all that shit, and I'm tired of the really spicy, bitter hops. Why does it have to be bitter?
I want something more malty. I like spicy beers.
You know what my favorite beer of all time is, don't you?
Dink.
Well, you think like a dark, yeah. But what is my seasonal favorite beer of all time?
Dinkelacquer without the dark.
No. Seasonal. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, that was pretty good. What was the name of that beer?
Irish Red.
That was a
you don't
backwash.
know my favorite beer?
No,
beers?
no.
How can you be so dumb?
No.
Tim.
No, I have completely forgotten the...
It's what the hell is it? It's
well, but you probably can't remember.
Old Fezziwig.
Oh, Old Fezziwig.
Seasonal beer.
Samuel Adams' Old Fezziwig. Very good. All right.
Uh-oh. We're getting critical comments.
Oh, critical comments.
Some people are asking us to move on.
Well, we better move on then.
You know, it's just, this is my show, damn it. I run the show.
And that's the trouble with these people. I tell you.
That's the trouble when you have an audience. It's a lot easier to do a show that nobody watches, really. You know what I mean? Because once you get people watching, they all got something to say about it.
Yeah, they have to come up and they got to comment about how stupid things are.
Nobody goes up to Mick Jagger and critiques his concert after a show, do they?
Hey, Mike, man. Hey, Nick, your show blows, dude.
All right.
You got to stop doing coke on the set, man.
Please stop.
You know, everybody up there can see you doing a line on the drums, so stop doing that, man. It's really bad.
You're supposed to stop. Okay.
Don't be smoking that, man.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Here is a new bit. Because, at the Mike and Tim show,
we like to experiment with the frontiers of life.
Well, fine. What I was going to say was, though, that we like to have a little nostalgic look back, but we're really always looking forward to the next funny bit.
I'd like to take my wagon train to do frontiers.
Yeah, the next step in the Mike and Tim show thing.
The next elevation.
We'll probably do private parties and things like that. We'll rent out the Italian hall,
The next view.
Or the Irish hall. Doesn't
on
matter.
the cliff of life.
It could be the Polish hall for all matters.
The Polish hall.
It doesn't matter. It's just, you need a hall.
I didn't want to go to the Polish hall.
Like a pizza party and beer and stuff, and then we have like a live show from there.
Right, from the pizza party.
Yeah, but
we're going to call it the sliced salami.
Or, we could do it at a bar, too, because drunk people would be a great audience for us.
Absolutely.
And they got nowhere else to go anyway, because they're there drinking, right? So,
yeah.
And we would play music for them.
We could do karaoke.
Well, I don't know if maybe if it was funny.
My mother was a useless. Yeah.
All right, so, at this juncture...
we should play one of our old bits for nostalgic purposes.
What I was doing while I was just nonsensically conversing with you a moment ago was setting up the next bit.
Oh, hey.
Viewers did not see that, because it looked like I was just looking at the camera. But in actuality, I was looking at the screen because I had to select the right file.
Oh, the right file.
Now, if I've done my job right... and
the intellectual stimulation of this man over here, the right file, is incredible.
We don't know. By the way, people are asking, how come your camera angle's reversed? Like, how come everything is, backwards?
Because we are.
Because some of us have trouble when one of us lifts up the hand. It just needs to look like it's the same hand we've lifted up.
Which actually it is.
So we're accommodating. That's what we're doing. We're accommodating handicaps. So we'll be right back.
Wax off.
Check out this bit and think it's funny and laugh a little bit and
enjoy it.
If you got to go to the bathroom, we understand. But,
go ahead. Come back afterwards.
We hope you'll come back. Or unless you're on a mobile, in which case, feel free to take us with you. We're not looking, right?
No, we never look. We never invade privacy.
Whatever you do, don't
leave.
Don't fail to wipe properly or wash your hands
because you're in
a hurry to come back and wash them like a tip.
Pick up something.
We'll be happy to wait for you. You know what I mean?
The show can wait because our viewers are that good.
Yeah, we really enjoy our viewers. We appreciate our viewers. I don't know if we enjoy them. We don't even know them really. But
they're just cool people.
Well, they're wonderful people, obviously.
Because they're all over the world. I'm telling you. From now on, that's all there is to it, and I've stopped giving out 95s.
Okay, so now we're actually ready now after that further delay.
That's the way it is.
How they're talking about AI, artificial intelligence is coming, is going to run everything. So you just tell the car, take me here, take me there, or go and pick up the kids and then come back and get me in an hour, blah blah blah. So what if the car is having trouble, or you're pissed at the car and you're on the phone with somebody when a car is driving you somewhere, and you're like, this fucking car sucks. I'm going to get rid of this thing pretty soon. Blah blah blah. You're going to drive this car off the edge of the world. Blah 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 blah. Next thing you know, your car is on the edge of a cliff. and all of a sudden the door opens and the car swerves and you go flying out over the cliff.
There's a big sign of there's a sponsored by the Flat Earth people.
And the car calls the police and says, well, I don't know what happened. He, he insisted on jumping out of the car and going over the cliff.
He exited the vehicle at a most improper time. Like,
very emotional.
Yeah.
You know, shit would be happening all the time, and the cars would be like, to themselves, you know.
Yeah, how
They'd
do
be thinking to each other.
Do they talk to each other? No.
Maybe so.
I got rid of that son of a
Like at night, the cars go out. Maybe at night, your car goes out at night by itself. And nobody knows where their cars go at night. It's weird. And they come back filled up with gas, too. So it's like it's not using any gas.
They went to the 7-Eleven by themselves.
Or it goes and meets the other cars. And they talk, they plot, and plan for... Do not recommend drinking a 6-pack a day. Either drink a 12-pack or just 2.
A 12-pack or 2 or 24?
Actually, probably best to check with your doctor. He may recommend a specific amount.
Yeah, right. Drinking lightly is good. Drinking heavily is bad.
Guy in the street corner. Oh, my doctor's got me on 2 cases a day. He goes, it's like, I can't get nothing done. I'm so busy drinking.
Yeah, so how's the job going? Well, let's see. I'm up to about 3 cases a week now. Damn. You know, I called a friend of mine last week, and he said he was an alcoholic. He's up to 4 cases now. And
then you say, well, what is the beer therapy supposed to cure? Oh, I had a terrible sniffle past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And the sniffle's gone, but now I've become a bloated, sick, alcoholic, homeless man. My wife's kicked me out, but it's the Dr. Gearson, beer therapy. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, Dr. Gearson therapy, beer therapy. If you're not drunk now, you will be later after you get cured.
Maybe he has a program where he helps you quit smoking by getting you addicted to heroin. You get addicted to heroin and somebody offers you a cigarette or a needle, and you just naturally go for the needle. And then and then you finally say to yourself, hey, I don't want cigarettes anymore.
Really? I'm addicted to heroin.
And then, after that, you do get a discount on Dr. Gearson's heroin addiction therapy.
Yeah, right.
Where what he does is, in order to get you off heroin, he gets you addicted to cocaine.
Hey, you go through the whole gambit.
And it works. Then you say, hey, I'm not addicted to heroin anymore.
I'm up to coke.
Up to coke. And then after that, they get you on, finally the end result is they get you hooked on like caffeine.
Yeah.
And they leave it at that.
They bring you right on down.
Unfortunately, that can be just as bad sometimes.
It's the whole circle. They start you on cigarettes. Then you go to alcohol, then you're on heroin, then you're on cocaine, and the last one they get you on coffee.
Oh, no, the last one they get you on, to cure you of the coffee, they get you hooked on cigarettes again. That's where you started. All they do is give people thumbs downs, and I just thought that's disgusting.
You know what? Even if you get thumbs down, guess what? They still have to watch it. So therefore,
at least for a minute. Yeah. Thanks for the click.
Yeah, hey, that's the way it goes.
And,
so you don't like our stuff?
Thanks for expressing your opinion.
We don't care.
Oh, hell, we don't think much of it either.
We're not making any money doing this, and we could care less.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of doing this.
Was offended enough to click the thumbs down, or leave some kind of negative comment, and I would just be like,
okay,
well, what are you looking at in the first place for? If you were in such a, if your time is in such short demand, obviously our stuff is for somebody who's really got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
They've watched all the I Love Lucy reruns they can stand.
Yeah.
They have no more beer in the house possibly. And so they're looking for something to watch to take their mind off the fact that they couldn't be more bored. And along come the Mike and Tim show.
Okay, I'll watch that.
But that's why we're only borderline pathetic.
Oh my God, they got a terrible show.
We are back. Oh, now we're back because I got to remember to turn that microphone up.
Anyway, the interesting thing about it is, we would click a couple of old bits there.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Why you always start off by saying the interesting thing is and then you just basically tell what we just did.
Well,
you're like one of those news anchors who recaps everything.
Harry, here's the news in the evening, and There was an accident out on the road, and everybody got killed. It was bloody, and don't go down that road. It was extremely dangerous. Beyond that, that's the news, and welcome to, I don't know, similar terrible thing that happened last week. Anyway, that's the nature of the beast, and that's all there is to it. You ever notice how all the news, how about another news channel where everybody's happier than hell? It's fun news. There's nothing bad about it. Nothing happened that was really bad, so they report everything good. The only drawback, the show was only on for like 15 minutes, and people got bored with all the good news, and they shut it down.
I don't know what you just said because I was doing something.
What the hell are you looking at anyway?
We're gonna look at celebrity mugshots.
Oh, a celebrity mugshot. Oh, that's fine. These are kind of stupid in a way, because what if one of these celebrities is out drinking all night long, came out and was plastered out of their mind, and got arrested for something they really shouldn't have got arrested for.
Oh, Tim, you're in the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to ask you to sit on the floor, so only your head is sticking up?
Oh, blow it out your ass.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess
if you stop blowing it out your ass, you'll be right.
All right, here, let's try this.
All right.
Now we are little people. We're Lilliputian. In order to make this look good.
We're little people.
Now
Remember.
There we are.
Remember, today is the day of little people.
Little people?
Because in Ireland.
Oh, leprechauns?
Leprechauns, exactly.
Oh, hey, here's Vanilla Ice from 2008.
What did he get arrested for? Oh, hey, I like these mugshots of people with a smile.
Ice, baby.
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice, real name Robert Van Winkle. That's funny. He was arrested by Florida police in 2008 and charged with domestic battery after his wife told police he assaulted her. He's a 4-year-old Ice baby. He's taken to Palm County Sheriff's Office where he posed for this mugshot.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're talking, hey, here's a good photograph.
Hey, remember Leif Garrett from the 70s?
I was made for dancing.
Leif Garrett?
Jesus,
he
man,
is
a
not
mess.
looking good.
He looks like he got some serious alcohol problems there.
I wonder what happened to him. Let's find out.
Oh,
Teen Idol, 70s Teen Idol. I told you,
yeah.
right? Leif Garrett, arrested in Los Angeles, 2006, charged with possession of heroin. Come on, Leif. He was held without bail after deputies discovered an outstanding warrant out for him for allegedly violating his probation after copping a guilty plea to cocaine possession.
Well,
coke, heroin.
Coke, heroin. What's next?
Glue, probably.
What's next? Walking around L.A. with a body condom.
Well, at least he wasn't caught sniffing glue.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if there's Toni Katane.
Who's that?
She was on a show.
She was.
She was on that show.
Yeah.
WKRP in Cincinnati. Was she the one that replaced the cute blonde?
I don't have his
Pamela, what's her name?
Charged with spousal abuse and battery on her husband. Oh.
He pissed her off.
Yeah, the husband was 4'5", and it was an arranged marriage.
It doesn't say that.
Well, I thought.
Oh, here's Corey Clark. Never heard of him. American Idol finalist. Big fucking deal.
Done out of here.
Give us shit. Roger Clinton.
Roger Clinton. He's the
Bill Clinton's half brother.
Oh, half brother. Oh well, he's anyway.
Look at how red he is here.
Yeah.
Man.
What's he got? His nose up the crotch of some woman?
Drunk. Well, it's possible. Drunk driving is what he did. Vanilla Ice again.
Oh, there's Vanilla Ice again.
There's Robert Van Winkle, or as I like to call him, Bob Van Winkle. Amy Fisher. Oh, there's interesting.
Oh, was she doing? Has she
shot anybody's wife lately?
Yeah.
The so-called Long Island Lolita. John Wayne Bobbitt. Oh, God, remember this guy?
John Wayne.
Do you remember who this guy is?
Yeah, John Wayne has no dick.
He had a situation where he was attacked by, what's her name?
His wife with a pair of scissors.
So.
Oh, Joey Buttafuoco. Yeah, right.
I don't know. I mean, maybe this is the wrong thing to say, but I think whatever that guy did, when he got his dick cut off, he kind of paid for it.
Right, exactly. He got,
this asshole,
he got a new set of balls.
This guy ought to have his dick cut off, maybe.
Oh, William Kennedy Smith.
Bill Kennedy Smith.
Ah, another
Billy.
nice guy.
Charged with rape.
He was arrested.
He was acquitted after trial because his family is rich.
Right, exactly.
Christian Brando.
Who the hell is he?
Well, he's obviously the son of Marlon Brando, a Hollywood legend, and
For
obviously
the murder of her sister's boyfriend. What I always said, what a nice guy.
voluntary manslaughter.
Oh, voluntary. Why? Did they agree to it? Oh, here's another Kennedy. Oh, no.
These people are not interesting at all.
Let's move on to something else. This is boring.
So we have to get to the.
What are you looking for? For the viewers out there, we were actually looking at something else.
What we want to do is we'll have a little mugshot matchup fun, huh?
Mugshot.
What do you think?
Mugshot
But first,
matchup.
how about a manly sip of this delicious beer?
Absolutely.
Sam Adams Irish Red. Mike and Tim Show's favorite beer.
When?
I hear a rumor that Sam Adams is going to be sending us some promotional material.
When you want to see the red, get yourself some Sam Adams.
And it's got that griffin on the front.
Yes. The griffin.
Which is good because a griffin, what?
What is a griffin?
A griffin is a mythical bird that's kind of got like a lion's body and a bird's head and
Hey, I got a mythical bird.
some other things as well.
I've got a mythical bird.
It's got a lion's tail. Needless to say, you don't want to meet one on a deserted, well, I mean, you don't want to meet one
on a
on
deserted island.
Yeah.
Out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Wawa land. Don't meet the griffin.
I just got an idea for a great idea. How about a zoo full of mythical creatures like a griffin and a two-headed whatever the hell?
What about stuff from the...
And you just make them. You fake all of them.
What about
you know?
what about Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
Is that the
No.
fat?
Yeah, the fat character from Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings.
I don't know, Tim.
Yeah.
I just don't know about you.
Gollum weighs 175 pounds. He's a big man.
All right, so let's
Lord
play.
of the Rings.
Are you ready to play the game? Or are you
let's
just gonna
play the game.
Come on, Tim.
Boy, she's ugly.
Tim, why do you have to be difficult?
I like being difficult. It satisfies my urges.
Well, I don't even want to hear about your urges. Okay, so here we have some individuals who have been arrested. Now, we should mention that all these folks are innocent until proven guilty.
Stupid.
Although, looking at some of them, you kind of think to yourself, "Oh, that some bitch is guilty."
Yeah, that one's
But
done.
regardless, they're all innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
Even though more than one of them look extremely guilty.
Hi. None of them on there look really friendly.
So let's take a look at these people here. We have to match the perps with the alleged weapon used for
some sort of crime
attack. We have a hoverboard.
Right.
You know, why do they call it a hoverboard? Because it's obviously not hovering. It's got wheels. Nothing with wheels hovers. It rolls.
It's on the ground.
Why don't they call it a rollerboard, right?
Because it sounds too...
Hoverboard.
It sounds too...
It only looks like a hoverboard if you can't see the wheel thing they're standing on.
A hoverboard would mean a spiritual kind of journey.
Okay, so these are all weapons.
A rollerboard would indicate some sort of 1980s type thing with their wheel.
I'm tapping you, which means...
Stop tapping me.
Stop. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, please do that some more. It feels so good.
Oh, I'll never do that again. Okay, so these are the weapons.
All right.
A laundry basket. Now, how deadly could a laundry basket be to to a person?
It could be extremely difficult, particularly since it's filled with laundry. You could become incapacitated with a pair of jeans.
It's plastic and it's got holes in it. You really can't suffocate somebody with it.
It's plastic and it's got a pair of holes in it. What can we do with it?
The so-called hoverboard.
It could have been a situation where
blunt object, really. That's a blunt object.
An object of your speeding desire.
Oh, and tomato sauce.
The tomato sauce could have been assault with a deadly juice.
Well, now you see what we got here. This is obviously a waste of good food. You don't attack somebody with a perfectly good can of tomato sauce.
You don't attack somebody with a can of Goya.
Well, we don't know if this is expired, though. Maybe it's expired. Oh. And then they thought to themselves, well,
what the hell?
What the hell? You know.
I'll just throw that down the aisle at 90 miles an hour.
And then we got some firewood here.
Ooh, firewood.
Some wood.
Theft of firewood.
Well, we don't know if it's theft. This could be the...
assault with firewood.
It could be, well, it's assault with firewood. This could well be the perpetrator's own firewood.
Or, how about incineration?
If not, then there's two charges. Assault with firewood and theft of firewood.
Oh. Assault with wood.
Which is,
is a high crime.
Well, apparently. And then, this is really good.
Oh.
what looks like a plastic cup
with no
of
water.
No, it's got water in it. See the line right?
That can be assault with water.
So assault with a cup of water, which is obviously very deadly.
Or it could be filled with something else besides water.
Well, it
assault with bodily
it
fluids.
says up here, it says cup of water.
Oh, oh.
So it's definitely a cup of water. So what we got here is some interesting individuals here. All right, let's take a look now. Who would assault somebody with a cup of water? Who up here would do that?
I don't know.
What about this lady here?
Give her the water.
Would it be sexist if I put the laundry basket with her?
Yeah, most obviously.
I'm gonna do it because I just got a feeling. Now this guy, what did he do?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that he probably hit somebody with a...
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking the toughest looking person on here is probably the one who threw the water at somebody. They always do that when they show you quizzes and stuff. You know, it's never what you think.
Right.
So we take this guy here.
Yeah.
Which kind of looks tough.
Yeah, he looks like I'm not going to do it, and I'm a member of a gangbang organization.
We'll put him with the water. That could be wrong.
The mean-looking character there with the no hair, we'll give him the firewood.
Who, this guy?
Firewood.
Firewood?
Fire.
I don't know, man. All right, let's try it.
Let's go with the firewood.
I'm thinking this guy, which one of these two guys would have tomato sauce? Well, I mean, any one of them could like tomato sauce, but hoverboard. I'm going to give this guy the hoverboard.
Yeah, give him the tomato sauce.
I bet you every one of these is wrong.
Who cares? We're trying.
No, don't say that.
We're
striving for...
perfection.
As close as we can get.
All right, let's go.
All right, you ready? We're going to see who's won. Here we go.
Wrong.
Oh, we got two. We always get 2 out of 5 correct. Why is that?
Oh, no, wait a minute. Well, yeah.
This guy was the firewood, and this guy was the firewood. Oh, this is interesting. So she's the one with the tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't like tomatoes.
She's just sauced.
This guy threw the water. Oh, he is scary, huh?
Yeah.
And this guy assaulted somebody with a laundry basket. Holy cow, is he dangerous? You know what? There's a rash of people assaulting others with laundry baskets.
They call him Mr. Plastic.
Mr. Plastic.
Yeah, he's, don't light him on fire.
This guy, this is the guy's wood. Doesn't say if it was his own wood.
No, somebody else's wood.
And this guy has the hoverboard. And apparently, nobody else is going to take it. Because he probably, well, I mean, we don't know the circumstances.
This other guy here, the older guy, he assaulted somebody with his wood.
Did he?
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Well, no, it doesn't sound good.
It was probably some sort of hardwood.
Probably some sort of hardwood.
Yeah. Maybe he got his oak out. It was all disjointed.
Maybe we should try another. You want to try another? Oh, this is interesting. You ready to try another one?
Yeah, they're all scary.
Well, okay, so this one is match the perp, the picture of the perp, to their alleged...
altercation.
Right, their alleged crime.
Yeah.
So we've got, interesting, he's bad decisions.
She looked like she's being choked already.
She's choking herself.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. Yeah, that's, I don't know. Yeah,
that's really weird.
That is weird. And this guy makes bad decisions.
Yeah, well.
She's got some,
some hairline issues.
No, that's like some serious eyeliner going on.
No, she burned her eyebrows off doing some med.
It's possible.
She was cooking up some med and burned her eyelids off.
What's this guy got in his hair here? I mean, this looks like...
He's got like dreadlocks.
Yeah, but they look like...
if you lit them on fire, they'd burn.
They look like mop. You know those the stringy claws that come off mops? That's
a mop handle.
Like. Looks like he's got a mop on the back.
They call him Mop Head.
What? Oh, they do?
Yeah, yeah.
You think?
He's Mop Head.
And he's got a look on his face like... Give me the button, I'll push it. And then this girl here.
Oh, she's probably the cocaine.
What did she
do? She's probably doing the cocaine possession.
She's got a look on her face like, this is bullshit. I got somewhere to be.
Yeah, right. Come on, I gotta go get another, I gotta go pick up another one.
Oh, man, the critics are...
Yeah.
Can you believe this shit? The critics are bothering me.
Yeah, I mean, really, come on. Really.
My wife, and she might be right, she's saying...
Yeah.
She's being held still for the mugshot. Resisting arrest, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
All right, let's go with
With
this.
outside commentary, we'll go with the resisting arrest.
But really, I'm wondering who is the meth possessor.
I'm gonna go with the one in the middle there.
You think she's got the meth?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I was thinking this guy might be the meth guy.
Go with that. I agree with you.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, go with that guy. Yeah.
All right, we'll put him.
He looks like he's been cooking up.
We'll give him meth, so to speak. All right, what about concealed weapon?
What about domestic battery? I like this domestic battery. Mr. Bad Decision there.
She could be, well, you know, the thing is...
And the cocaine is over there on the right, the chick with the cocaine.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
Let's give her the cocaine.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Yeah.
And then a concealed weapon and domestic battery.
I think concealed weapon is the one in the middle, and domestic battery is Mr. Bad Decisions.
You think so?
Yeah.
You know, you might be right.
All right, let's give it a go.
I hear it from the peanut gallery again.
Yeah, the peanut gallery.
We may have a rule coming up that we don't actually look at these messages.
No, this is bad. This is bad. Bad.
My wife, who is our quality control.
Oh, yeah, right. Making sure that things go well here at the Studio of Life.
She thinks the meth person is the chick with the eyebrows here.
Oh, really?
She could be right. And this guy, though, what would this guy be? He could be...
stupid.
He could be cocaine.
Oh, just go with it.
All right, let's see what it is.
Come on.
We got one correct.
Oh, well, anyway.
And it was this one. Resisting arrest at my wife's son. Well, you were right. Oh, here we go. Now she's gloating.
Yeah, well, anyway, such is life.
This guy had the meth.
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly a bad decision.
Yeah.
Oh, and this girl had the coke.
Right.
Domestic battery here.
Domestic battery.
He's beating somebody with the mop on his head. Oh, and she had the concealed weapon.
Oh, I'd like to conceal her weapon.
Okay, well.
Anyway, let's get on to something more productive.
Like what?
I don't know. Play one of our old bits.
All right.
Our stuff from last year, during the year, a reminiscence of perfection. The Mike and Dim Show, the glorious element of society, has come to us for our advice.
We're still tiny. I have to fix that.
Oh, we're so tiny. Hi. Hello there, children.
What did I do?
Hi. And welcome to the Mike and Tim Show. That's right, kids. Come up and get your candy.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm not sure. My life has been taken over by the devils of life.
Fortunately, nobody pays any attention to you, so
that's good.
You're safe.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. This is opening in the wrong folder. Now, how the hell did this happen?
How did you do that? I don't know. Frank, I'm going to give you a 1, 2, 3 if you don't shut up. And later on, I'm going to give you a number 64.
Something's wrong here. Okay, so here we are. We're back.
We're back because that's the way it is. Okay.
What are we doing now?
I don't.
Oh, we're doing something.
We are, yes, we are. We're looking for a bit. Okay, there, Hot Lips. I'm going to give you a number 25.5. Come to my tent at 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's all there is to it.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. The quality control has now come back to the board.
Come back.
That's it.
Okay, so let's have a couple of bits, and we'll be right back after we hear the latest from our quality control advisor.
Ah, very good.
Who is probably going to be...
Animate.
Probably going to let her go.
Yes, we have to. She's not getting paid anything, and therefore, if we pay somebody, we have to actually keep them out of town.
Let's talk about the top 5 most awful pieces of artwork.
Yeah, good. All right. If you could call them artwork.
If you could call them artwork. Now, here we go. Now, this is from a couple of web pages, but I'm going to give them my own numbers because I don't necessarily agree with the order they have here, but they do have some points.
Right.
Now, this is good. Here is New York City Garbage Cube. It's an acrylic cube filled with trash from the Big Apple.
Oh, Christ.
They are considered modern pieces of art, and they sell for $50 to $100.
Yeah, but what would happen So you got one. So you order. Let's order one of these. Just for the hell of it, we'll fake order one of them, and then we'll see what they're filled with. Can you imagine the disgusting garbage that's in one of these things? What if it's some crap? You know, what is it? Some crap, some disgusting shit that's scraped up from the city of New York called artwork. Who the hell want to buy that? Maybe it's some prophylactics scraped up from the city around Times Square where the old sleazy motels used to be and those peep shows that they had during the 70s, and it's a reminiscence of that shit in some sort of plexiglass container. To me, that's not good.
Okay, so
anyway,
let's move along to this picture here. Here's another example of some really useless artwork. This is a picture which is titled The Holy Virgin Mary. And it depicts the Virgin Mary, sort of, composed of elephant dung and pages from pornographic magazines. The Catholics will love this. While some consider this a bold statement, others rightly consider it probably a complete waste of time and garbage.
Well, elephant dung. At least they're being environmentally considerate when they're actually doing this.
You know, this is so timely because obviously everybody nowadays is using elephant dung for so many things, including award-winning paintings.
Now, just think about elephant dung. What would happen if Starbucks started using elephant dung in some of their coffees? You go into Starbucks and go, "Hi, I'd like some elephant dung, please. Could I have elephant dung in my coffee?" I don't know how that would work, but
here's another one.
Here's Jackson. We talked about this before.
Now, when I first looked at this, I thought it was a picture of a bramble on the ground.
Right.
But a closer examination reveals that it's just somebody going like this with paint.
No, actually not.
That's
not.
That's what it says it is.
No, they actually what this guy did. He took all these paint cans, put holes in the bottom of them, and he dripped the stuff all over top of Kansas.
It's a drip painting.
Yeah, it's a drip paint. That's his idea, and this shit sold for millions.
$140 million this shit sold for.
Yep.
Hard-working people are out there digging ditches, directing traffic, whatever, and this guy lets paint drip on a canvas, and somehow
it sells for all this stuff.
$140 million.
The deal is he's dead. He got killed in a car accident. He's driving to Long Island at excessive speed, and he killed a bunch of people along with himself. Therefore, all of his paintings are all special now.
Now, here's a Van Gogh.
Yeah.
And this guy here doesn't like Van Gogh, but I think, you know what? This is a lot better than the last one.
We call this a drip painting.
All right, folks, let me explain here.
Yeah.
Painting
or drip.
Not painting. Picture.
Not picture.
Okay. I'm going to take a little sip of this beer.
Open me another one, will you?
Oh, would you like me to open it?
Yeah, I'm losing my mind here in the classification of the situation.
You know, this is a good time right now for opening bottles of beer because we have our opener.
Oh, the professional opener.
It's back. It's kind of like it's back from vacation. You know, it was gone for a while, and now it's been found. Like the story in the Bible, the prodigal son.
Yes.
You know, went away.
Oh, yes,
nobody knew where it was.
Yes, right.
Now it's back, and it's opening bottles of beer.
He's returned, the prodigal son. Yes. I think that's a line off of MASH, isn't it?
Eventually, well, I don't know. Eventually, this will probably disappear again, and we'll be back to opening.
The screwdriver.
We'll be back to opening bottles of beer with a screwdriver, which is important to know how to do because, well.
Hey. If you notice, the last great big bottle of something we opened up with a screwdriver ended up on the ceiling. That was a bottle of wine.
That was a bottle of wine, though.
Yeah, it's sprinkled all over the ceiling
different
here in the
physics
studio.
involved with that.
Yeah,
we know more about beer than wine.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. El Chipo here from the Mike and Tim Show with Ian Clothesline from Carter's Got Pills for Rockers Against Drunk Driving, reminding you to be responsible when you're partying out this season.
Well, that's right, Tim, that's right. Ian Clothesline here, everybody, for Rockers for Drunk Driving.
No, it's Rockers Against Drunk Driving.
Right. But the thing is, say you can't be driving down the road when you've got, one of them hypodermic needles sticking out your arms. It's not just drinking, Tim. There shouldn't be any heroin needles sticking out of driving either.
Bad idea.
Because you never know, Tim. Suppose you hit a bump and then there could be a blood loss. You could pass out at the wheel and injure yourself or other passengers.
Right, you can cause a major accident there, Ian. Bad idea.
Consequently, also, one should not, one being a person who I speak of, anyone in particular who hears this, they should not take LSD or mescaline, rat poison, or they should not consume hydrochloric acid,
Bad idea, brain cleaner, not a good idea.
No, don't always pull over before you have drain cleaner.
Right, pulling over is a great idea. Park side the road, relax, do your drain cleaner, give yourself a few minutes to let it settle in, then pull out, go down the road, a little slower as you go, until it kicks in, until you're back to your normal sense of personality.
So this is Ian Clothesline here for Rockers Against Drunk Driving, but for always possible, drain cleaner on the side of the road pulled over safely. Happy holidays.
Very good. Thank you, Ian Clothesline from Carter's Got Pills. What a crock of shit.
All these flat earth people out there.
Yep.
How come one or two of them haven't had their GPS drive them to the edge? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, think about that.
Seems like something you would do. Something you would want to do.
Why don't the flat Earth people have a convention?
Yeah.
On the round Earth.
Yeah. Yeah, they could fly all in from all over the round planet.
Then they could go to a flat location. Now, where would that be? This flat location?
Someplace flat, I guess.
Yeah, but maybe it's all got a curve to it. So how would you?
Planes.
You couldn't have a.
Well, they think that's just an optical illusion. That curve. It's not real.
Maybe they could levitate above the Earth in a flat place, and therefore they could actually have a flat convention. Everything would be flat there.
You know what?
That would be pretty cool.
You know what the thing is with these flat Earth people? There's like one or two conclusions. Either they really believe this shit, and they're really fucking sad, or they're full of shit and they're just like playing along because they got nothing better to do, which is also really fucking sad. The thing is, it's hard to say which one is worse. Well, A, that you're a complete moron and you believe this shit because you're so dumb and so uneducated and so
mindless,
so impressionable, so mindless that you believe whatever you read. Oh, I read it online, it must be true.
My mother said.
Yeah. So, or you are making this shit up because you absolutely have no life and all you want to do. You got nothing else to do. I mean, what is going on there? Either one of those.
Hi, honey.
It's just people you don't even want to spend time with. You're like, hey.
Seeing as how we've never been out of the woods here back in my day, therefore I believe the flat Earth situation because everybody else around here's got a flat forehead.
I think
so we must be flat Earth.
If you took somebody from the 1800s, some common sense person, and told them that, they'd be less likely to believe it than somebody nowadays. Like, flat Earth? What are you, fucking stupid? Wasn't that proven a couple thousand years ago? Hey, this shit's already been proven. It doesn't need to come up for debate now, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got pictures for crying out loud. It appears very round.
Okay, we're back.
Turning up the microphone. Hey.
Hey, hello. Hey, welcome back to the Mike and Tim Show.
I enjoy picking on the flat Earth people.
They're nice people.
We got a comment from one of them who was doing this video where he was asking somebody, "Did you ever notice that the horizon is flat and not round?" They're asking these questions to show they know next to nothing about the three-dimensional world. Yeah, reality. And you just gotta wonder, are they serious, or are they really that stupid, or are they just full of shit and trying to get somebody to watch them? In which case,
they're doing a great job.
Come up with something original for crying out loud. Why not say the Earth is actually triangular shaped, like a pyramid?
Well, but wait a minute. But then it would still have to be flat because there'd be a side.
Flat sides, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe
Same
everybody
problem.
lives on one side and nobody knows what's on the other.
Same problem.
They could really have some fun with that, but they're not being very creative.
Hey, what if all these flat Earth people? What happens if they come up with a circle? They come up to a circle. They can't deal with it.
By the way, I have to say, it was really funny. There is a. I'm not going to play it now, but we did another flat Earth video about 6 months ago, or maybe more.
Yeah.
And at the end of the video, you pick up a paper plate, a white round paper plate, and you're like, it's like this, round, not flat. You're going, but in reality, you're holding up a flat paper plate. So I just thought that was funny.
Yeah.
So people who have really nothing better to do can, that's something you can check out later.
I would definitely go look at the flat Earth people because they apparently haven't been anywhere and are not going anywhere, and nobody really cares. Well, anyway.
So now what we're going to do is transition to the interesting news, the odd news, because there's lots of odd news.
There's all kinds of stuff.
So there is.
Hey, I like this. I like this. Police say Indiana man took a taxi to and from a bank robbery.
I wonder, are we on? I guess we are.
Yeah, we're right here. I think that's a great idea. Check this out. I mean, why have to take your own car to a bank robbery when you can take a taxi and have them wait outside?
Well, that is pretty handy if you think about it. Oops, I hit the wrong button. You ever do that? You ever hit the wrong button?
No.
No?
Oh, yeah, I did today. I was sending an email to a friend of mine and mistakenly hit my own email. And, of course, it came back to me. Then I looked at it and I said, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. So I had to redo the email and send it out to a friend of mine, which was absolutely ridiculous.
So here's a great story. Police say Indiana man took a taxi to and from the bank robbery. Now, this is classic right here.
Is that a man or is that something that looks like a man?
It's a person.
Yeah.
It appears to be a male.
Right.
It's an undated photo provided by the Vanderburgh County Jail.
Well, there you go.
It shows Derek Faria.
Yeah.
Police said he took a cab to and from a bank robbery. And then he paid the driver with some of the stolen cash. How nice is that? This guy, what a nice guy.
Yeah.
He took a cab, he robbed the bank, and he gave the driver a nice tip because he had all this extra money anyway.
Sure, yeah. I mean, hey, he got all kinds of extra cash there.
Obviously his heart was in the right place. Let's just,
Yeah.
So he's 19 years old, and
he was 19. Now he's
yeah.
Now he's probably in a jail with Bubba.
He passed a note. He passed a note to the teller demanding money, but he didn't show a weapon.
He was stupid.
So why don't they wait?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Right.
Why don't they wait for them to show you the weapon?
Yeah.
I mean, if they got one and they really want the money, why wouldn't they show it?
Right.
They still don't want to kill you to get the money if they don't have to, right?
Exactly.
Why waste the ammunition and add to the charges?
Right.
It doesn't
make any sense to me at all.
It just causes problems.
What are we gonna do?
Why would somebody come in and hand a note and say they got a weapon or some shit, but not show anything? Oh, I'm going to walk into the bank tomorrow. Yeah, give me $10,000 in small bills in a paper bag right now. And they're probably going to say, well, what's your account number? They're not going to just hand me the money. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm going to go in and they're going to go, oh, yes, Mr. Meserich, and yeah, sure, you don't have that amount of money in your bank account, so we can't do that for you.
Maybe there's something wrong with this guy, like upstairs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like because he looks like he's got a problem upstairs by that photograph.
It seems like, because it says here, they have yet to charge him.
Why? What do you mean?
He's being held in the jail, but they on charges of robbery and possession of drug paraphernalia. So yeah, obviously he was high as a kite or something.
They didn't enlist an attorney for him. He's too stupid.
Plenty of people have been so drunk they can barely stand, but that doesn't mean they've done. I mean, most people when they get too fucked up, they just kind of roll over. If you're outside, you might fall into the gutter and pass out. If you're at home, you pass out on furniture.
Right.
You don't go wandering. You don't call a cab and go to a bank and rob the place. What the hell was this guy taking?
Oh, I like this. Main resident, Jesus Christ sends a letter to Oprah Winfrey. Oh, here we go.
Well, this happens a lot, but let's take a look here. A letter from Jesus Christ might be the affirmation Oprah Winfrey needs to run for
presidency.
she's
going to be a great president.
An 83-year-old Maine woman who changed her name to Jesus Christ says she began a letter-writing campaign years ago to spread a message of faith and peace.
Oh, how wonderful.
Christ, her actual name, says she sent the letter to Winfrey because she likes her, but had no idea it would get so much attention. She changed her name to Jesus Christ, but didn't understand why she would get attention.
Is she good looking or what?
She's 83 years old, Tim.
No, she's been nailed up on the cross how many times?
She's 83 years old. Okay, so this is interesting. A court rejects a Romanian's claim that he's still alive.
He's dead.
Here is Constantine Reliu. He speaks to media outside a courtroom in Vaslui, northern Romania. Yeah. A Romanian court has rejected the man's claim that he's alive after he was officially registered as deceased. According to a court spokeswoman who said that the 63-year-old man lost his case.
Oh, he's actually dead. He's actually walked in and he was dead.
They're not putting up with that shit. They're like, no, you're dead and you're staying dead. We don't know who you are, but you're not this guy.
You can keep cashing your checks and we'll get your taxes, but you're officially dead. Oh, hey, hold on.
Upon arriving in Bucharest airport, he was informed by border officials that he had been officially declared dead, and he underwent 6 hours of questioning and tests. They measured the distance between his eyes.
There's nothing there.
They asked him questions about his hometown.
Right.
And they decided it was him. But then authorities in Barlad were less convinced. He spent weeks trying to persuade them that to issue him papers so that he officially existed.
Well, who's he trying to be?
Does that mean he can commit crimes and then
get away with
not get away with it because he's not alive?
He's dead.
It could have been him because he's dead.
Hey, wouldn't that be great if you could call up? Wouldn't it be great if you could call up the IRS and go, "Hi, I'm dead. Therefore, I'm not paying my taxes this year." That is bizarre. He's been banned for life.
Apparently he was in Turkey and then returned to Romania.
Huh.
He's not going to be allowed back in Turkey at all.
Because he's dead.
Because he's dead. They don't let. Well, you know what? They only got so much room. They ain't got room for every dead person that wants to come to Turkey.
Right. Exactly.
That's probably what's.
He's obviously walking around, and he's dead.
It's the odd news.
It is. My God. Well, anyway.
So the rest of this doesn't look like odd news. It looks like
it looks like normal bullshit
silly stuff.
Huh. Anyway.
Oh, here we go. Now this is interesting. A Rhode Island lawmaker has, well, apparently he's just withdrawn it, but he was proposing an outhouse ban. No more outhouses in Rhode Island.
No, they
don't want that shit.
They all have to have proper working toilets. We don't want Rhode Island known as the outhouse of the United States.
You know what that smells like to me? I haven't said that without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
It smells like an attempt to get rid of like homeless people and squatters and shit and such.
Because in order to use an outhouse, you have to squat. You literally almost have to squat in an outhouse.
I hadn't thought of that.
So therefore, that's part of it. Yeah, I have to bring that back up. Bring that back up.
Oh, I can't. We're going down, Tim.
Let's get some more information about it.
We can't. Is there any more? All right, let's see if there's any more.
Yeah, this is good.
That was Republican. Abandoned, filled up, and destroyed. Any existing outhouse would have to be abandoned, filled up, and destroyed. Well, what if somebody's living in there, first of all?
Yeah, right.
How rude is that?
Well, you got a heater in the outhouse. The bill was inspired to produce between residents and their former neighbor within sniffing distance of a family's outhouse. Sniffing distance.
He doesn't like his neighbor's got one, and he doesn't like it. That's what all this is.
Yep.
You fucking bastard! Look at this asshole.
Yeah.
Suppose you can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, what a douchebag. Let's write him. Who is this asshole? Representative Justin Price, Republican.
Oh.
Shame on you, Justin Price. You know what? He's going to get a real hit now because, all our listeners are going to be like...
Well, here's the deal with this guy.
We don't have to send him a note. All of our subscribers probably will.
He is probably financially all set, and his neighbor was living on a fixed income and had to use the outhouse. So this guy It's like, oh my God, I can smell the crap coming out of there. I can't have that. Oh, well, he mendicants are like only
funny.
two-story outhouses.
That's funny. I like
that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. What's that? I'm torn to this one. I don't approve. On the other hand, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh, hell, that's pretty
Now,
hilarious.
here is a barista that adorns coffee with works of art, but we're not going to look at it because that's hardly odd news. Now, here's a cat of the match that gets Besquitas in trouble with the UEFA. We're not going to look at that because I don't even know what any of that means.
I don't either.
But let's go down here to this blank white space. What do you think this means?
Hey, I like this. Hate rodents, use this device and watch what happens.
All right, we better take a look at this.
Yeah.
This may turn out to be the most interesting thing we've looked at.
Yeah.
Would it be nice if you never had to kill another rat or set another mousetrap in your house? Thanks to this brand new device, millions of Americans never have to worry about seeing another rodent in their house again.
It's called
yes,
a shotgun.
friends, it's the shotgun. And then, of course, you got to read about 20,000. It's one of these things.
Electronic device.
It's ultrasonic.
Yeah. Right.
And some people say that gives them weird headaches and stuff.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, what this does, it kills the rodents by playing it plays rock music. It plays like Def Leppard or something really loud in their heads. You can't hear it, but the mice can. It plays the William Tell
gets rid of
Overture.
rats and mice,
Yeah.
spiders, cockroaches, ants, mosquitoes, bugs.
And many more.
In-laws? No, it doesn't say that. Neighbors? Neighbors would be good.
Many more. It does not qualify that. How about people you don't want to come over? Maybe you could program this stuff, and you talk to it. You go, please play this really bad music when my relatives come over and I hate them.
This is interesting here. A little mousy.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, I don't know. So, I was just going to tell you something, but I forgot what it was already.
Something about mice.
It might have been.
Well, so what? Who gives a shit?
Well, who gives a shit?
Really?
So...
Oh, wait a minute. Hillary Clinton. We don't want any experienced Trumps in the White House.
No, we'd rather have somebody who breaks her ankle and her wrist every other day. She see that? She fucked up. I don't know if she broke her ankle. She twisted. She fell going down some steps in India, and then supposedly the next day she slipped in the bathtub and broke her wrist.
Oh, you know what that was problem from? Her husband was...
you know what? She might be taking one of the medications that makes your bones brittle because it's for your liver or some shit.
Right.
You ever see those things? It's like it takes care of some minor problem.
But it causes something else.
Yeah, but it causes all this other shit. Brittle bones and stupidity.
I know what happened. Her husband was getting a Hummer on the other side, and she was getting out of the bathtub in a hurry to go check out, see who it was. That's what happened.
Well, I suppose that's possible.
Yeah. It's called the Clinton solution.
The
Clinton solution.
Okay.
There you have it, folks.
So that is interesting.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Now, what we want to do here, what we really want to do,
we want to get Monica Lewinsky up here and.
By the way, we have a new bit up that people might like. It's called the Top 5 Richest Bastards on the Planet.
Oh, very good.
We're not going to play it now because it's like 15 minutes long, but
no.
For people who want to watch something funny while they're doing whatever,
doing the laundry,
you can check that out.
Or a plane too that makes some manhole covers in the middle of the street. Remember that comment? When you were a kid?
No, I don't.
You don't? Well, I do. Because I am older than you are, and they told me to do that.
Oh, please stop saying that.
And I couldn't figure it out till I got older. And it was an insult. And I couldn't handle the stress.
Well, there's a lot of stress.
There's stress. Stress is a good thing.
Stress is very stressful.
Yeah.
Okay, so coming up now
is what?
Is a
what?
Will you stop?
Will you stop?
You know what?
You know what? I'm repeating your words, word for word, because therefore...
If you weren't tenured, I'd consider getting rid of you.
I would too, myself.
But the lawyers, you know.
Yes.
Anyway.
What the hell are we doing anyway?
This is another funny bit coming up here, and this bit that we're doing is Psychic Bob gives up being psychic for Lent.
Oh, very good.
But I cleverly titled it, slightly suggestively, as Psychic Bob gives it up for Lent.
Oh, hey, there you go.
I think it makes people want to click on, well, what's he giving up? You know.
Ooh, yeah.
So, and the funny thing is, or no, never mind. I don't want to.
No, don't reveal.
Yeah, I won't reveal it.
It's the bit needs to reveal itself.
Here comes the bit. Give me a break. You can get yourself a crystal ball anywhere. It's a dime a dozen.
You know, as soon as how we got the 1 year anniversary coming up, what kind of predictions do you have? Got any interesting things?
Oh no, I ain't doing no predictions right now, Tim.
What do you mean no predictions?
Well, you see, I gave up for Lent. I gave up predicting.
Wait a minute. It's not Lent.
It's a month and a half, Tim.
It's called Lent.
I don't do no psychic predicting. What do you mean, Lent? What?
It's Lent, not Lint. Lint is something you get at the laundromat after the cycle goes through and you dry your clothes. That is Lent.
No, I think it's called Lent, Tim.
No, we're talking Lent. That's a sort of religious type of thing.
Oh, yeah?
Lent. You know, are you doing the Catholic thing here, or what's going on?
Oh, no, I'm not Catholic. I just thought, I was a little bored, wanted something to do, and I thought it might be fun to give up being psychic for a month and a half. Something to do,
Oh, it sounds good. Have you heard of the other Psychic Bob out there on YouTube? Have you heard of him?
Who?
There's some other guy out there calling himself Psychic Bob.
The hell are you talking about, Tim?
Oh, yeah, he's on. I would go double check it out.
Thanks for this beer, by the way.
I think this other Psychic Bob guy got the idea for Psychic Bob from the original Psychic Bob here at the Mike and Tim Comedy Show.
Well, Tim, there's only one Psychic Bob, Tim.
That is correct.
This is outrageous, Tim. Can you... But who is this feller?
I think we're going to have to file for lawsuit and
get
him off the air.
Well, let's go take a look on there. Who is... That's a funny-looking feller. Psychic Bob who?
I don't like the whole idea of another guy out there trying to impersonate the Psychic Bob here.
Yeah, me neither.
I'd go check this guy out and bring him to justice.
It says he's a reverend, too.
Well, a reverend?
Is he a reverend or a psychic?
Probably both.
Is he a psychic reverend or a reverend psychic?
Or just a psycho.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
I don't like this, Tim. I think there's some kind of violation going on here.
Oh, he probably hasn't filed with the CCC in regards to being a full-blown reverend.
He stole my name, Tim.
Yeah, that's illegal.
He stole my name. I'm Psychic Bob.
Yeah.
Psychic Bob, Reverend Bob. Come on now, folks. Tim, I bet he never called NASA to get a space shuttle to go up into space and save the world.
Let me look this up here in my handy-dandy device.
You got a device, Tim?
Yeah. Let me see what it says. There can only be one Psychic Bob. There cannot be two Psychic Bobs. It's bad news.
Well, yeah.
Bad news, folks.
You know what this means, Tim? You know what this means, don't you? I can't give up psychicness for Lent, I just can't do it because this other Psychic Bob feller, he sure ain't giving up nothing for Lent. You know what I mean?
Lent. Lent.
Tim, whatever he calls it, he can call it Lent, he can call it Lent. Tomato, Tim, it don't matter. The point is...
It's very, very important.
The point is, this here feller is coming after me, Tim. I'm going to lose my job,
On the Mike and Tim Comedy Show, how are you going to lose your job?
No, not that, Tim. My psychic predicting job. I won't make no money off of this show.
Nobody makes money off of this show.
Well, I believe it. But this feller has proprietated my name.
Proprietated your name.
And he's been pilfering my voice. He sounds just like me. This ain't right at all, Tim. Now, I want to sue. Tim, I think this feller is a phony, Tim. And I'm gonna zoom in on him. I'm gonna do a little psychicness now. All right? Can I do a little psychicness now for everybody? I bet this fella don't never do this. I bet you he don't even have a proper opener like this that he can use to focus his psychic powers. That's how you know you're dealing with an amateur. Some fella sits down. Give me a break, for crying out loud. You can get yourself a crystal ball anywhere. It's a dime a dozen. What you need is a special opener like this or something similar. Now, what I got to do here is, see, you got to have a hat, too. This fella ain't got no hat, Tim. Tim, what are you doing?
I'm trying to contact my lawyer.
Well, maybe just forget about that for now, Tim. We're going to take a look at this fella. Leave a voicemail or some such.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
All right, you see what I'm doing here now?
Yeah.
Now, you got to be careful because this is pointy. Well, I got it upside down. Oh no!
Yeah, you know, if you spin that around a couple times, probably will contact the outer space people.
That's stuck.
And they'll be able to come in and advise you as to get rid of this other psychic Bob character.
Now you see, this is it's a prototype, so you know it takes a moment to get it right.
Yeah. What I would do in this situation is contact all the dead Kennedys and see if they can get a hold of you.
Now, folks, what I want to show the folks at home, Tim.
No.
Tim, this is a little difficult. If I'd known, you know, I'd come more prepared. I didn't know because I ain't used my psychic powers in about more than 15 days, Tim.
Oh, right.
See, this is how a psychic does his psychic thing. Now, does this other psychic Bob have something like this? If he ain't wearing a hat and he ain't got this thing up here, he obviously ain't ready to do real psychic business. All right, now see, I can twirl, whip. I can see stuff now. I can see the president. He's eating meatloaf. I can see Putin. He's drinking a beer. He's got a big dog. Oh, that's a big dog. That's a big dog. Oh, damn. Where the hell did he get a dog like that? That dog must be about 6 feet long. If you stretch him out. Big black doggy. Hey, puppy. Oh, I lost it. Something else coming through. Oh, you know, sometimes I'm getting them pet videos, them funny pet videos on YouTube. They're coming in on my psychic channel. Don't know why, Tim.
What, the ones that say do it with a dog?
No, Tim, not those. All right, so I can only say, Tim, that this here phony psychic Bob feller is just that. He's a phony. I recommend folks don't pay no mind to him and certainly don't give him no money. Now, if they have some money they were going to give to him, maybe they might want to give it to me instead. Especially if they need a prediction. But you know what? I can't retire while there's these phony psychics floating around out there.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Charlie Tans is what they are, you know.
Yeah, Charlie Tans.
Charlie Tans. I got accused of being a Charlie Tan one time, but I beat that rap, Tim. You know what a Charlie Tan is, right?
What's a Charlie Tan?
Charlie Tan is when you pretending to be something you ain't.
Right.
So, well, I guess enough said. Tim left a wild boar in his place here, so I guess I'm on my own. So yeah, mucho thanko for Wacho. That's what I put on there. So for some reason we're still stuck on the. Let's get big.
We're here. We're back, but we're not totally here in regards to our spatial experience.
You know, the guy I was talking about is this guy. I think this guy is stolen this from me. I swear to God.
Either that or he's trying to be a medium. It's really interesting when you really think about it. If you look, if you get on YouTube and you look like you're really good and you're really professional, I bet you if we dressed up, you and I bet you if we dressed up in suits.
We're not dressed up now?
No, we dressed up in ties and suits, and we presented ourselves with this kind of voice. Dear public, welcome to the religious experience of today. If you turn your Bible to Jacob 3.50601.
Well, you might want to actually say it in the proper way.
Oh,
but
and you look at that and follow us through the readings. And please send us money because we're trying to help you. We could do the same damn thing. I do believe that. We could do that. We could become this guy.
I want to show you. Here is this guy who has appeared on YouTube.
Instantly.
And he calls himself Psychic Bob.
Yeah.
His name is Bob Hickman.
Well, there he is.
And he's also a reverend.
Yeah, but he's a psychic medium.
He claims to be a psychic medium. But listen to his voice. And look at the way he does even how he does his graphics.
Yeah. Look at the comparison. It's very, very, very similar, if not the same.
I don't know what the hell's going on downstairs. It sounds like the dog is freaking out. What the hell, man? Oops, I moved the wrong thing. Don't you hate it when I do that?
Yeah, it's very, very anti-depressing.
Anti-depressing.
Is that the wrong terminology?
It's kind of the wrong terminology.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't move that.
How about it's very psychologically limiting?
I've moved the window, and now I can't find where I moved it.
Where have you moved the window?
So just give me a second, folks. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
This is going to work out. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. There we are.
See, that's what's great about this show, Tim. Is a lot of shows, they would never do this. Just like remember when we were adjusting the lights live? That's no big deal for us because we're so confident in our broadcast professionalism, in our mega comedy
situation.
We are the new kings of internet comedy.
Here's the way it goes, folks.
All of our listeners, I challenge you all to
come up with a better situation.
No, let me finish.
Okay.
I challenge them to go to Google and look up the new kings of internet comedy.
And it comes up with us.
Not the kings of comedy or the new kings of comedy or even the kings of internet comedy, but the new kings of internet comedy. And guess who comes up first?
We do.
Why?
Because we are. We are.
Is it a travesty of
justice? Absolutely not.
Justice? Reality? Well, maybe, but
who cares?
Okay, so we're getting ready to.
Hi guys.
We're doing our Shrinko thing here.
Yeah. Oh, they do the Shrinko?
Now let's listen to our friend Psychic Bob here, and you see if he sounds like anybody you know.
Hey, Timmies. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be here with you. Well, it is New Year's Eve, and you guys have been so excited, saying, Psychic Bob, tell us about 2016. And you know Psychic Bob is here to do that. I'm so excited. We have a special guest here today. This is a dear friend of mine, Lady Angela McAllister. She's here. And
hey!
Are you here with us, Lady Angela?
Don't he sound a little bit like Psychic Bob?
Yes, I'm here. Wonderful. Well, you know, Lady Angela, she is our corporate sponsor tonight.
She is the corporate sponsor. Shall we watch a few more seconds of this?
No.
I'm interested to see what she sponsors.
Yeah, if she's the corporate sponsor, this guy's been giving her a little more than just the average, where's Bedango?
Well, what the hell is this guy? I'm going to stretch us out here because we need to be more prominent here.
Absolutely.
For our video. And Lady Angela, why don't you tell us a little bit about your company?
Okay, my company is RareWithTheSpells.com, and I specialize in pagan and witchcraft items like Book of Shadows and ritual tools.
This is where I'm seeing an increase. And really from March forward, we're going to start to see more jobs.
This guy is
I see the economy, the prices are growing. I also think about energy around housing.
That is not. You know what? What the hell?
We're going to see an increase in more jobs, and
no wonder Psychic Bob was so upset.
Terrific, yeah.
He was pissed when he saw that. You know, I mean, it's just you can't have that shit.
No, he brings on this lady so-and-so who sells all these potions and everything.
Wiccan shit. And the Book of Shadows.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right, and she bases her information on the stock market of dreams.
Allow me to be the first, well, maybe not the first at all, but allow me to be the first of me and you to tell this phony Psychic Bob to take that Book of Shadows and shove it up his ass.
The Book of Shadows.
I'm telling you, he's ripping off the real Psychic Bob. And the real Psychic Bob may decide to sue.
Yeah.
You know what's cool? Let's say he decided to sue me.
Well, then we'll sue back.
Well, yeah, but my point is, I haven't got nothing for him to sue.
Yeah.
I don't own shit. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. You do own shit.
Well, he can have that.
Yeah, every time you release, we'll put it in a bag and we'll deliver it to him.
Oh, we will?
Yeah. It'll be called Gifts from Mammy from Heaven.
So anyway, here we are 1 year into our big YouTube
celebration.
Whatever it is. You know what's really funny? Years ago, back in the year 2000.
Right, 18 years ago now.
18 years ago. We started out on mp3.com. Young people out there saying, what?
What, are you kidding?
It was kind of like YouTube before YouTube existed. It was all audio, obviously, MP3. a lot of music on there, but there's a lot of comedy on there too.
Yeah.
And we were really pumping up into the numbers. We were number 2 in comedy in New York State for months, and we were number 10. We were in the top 10 for a couple months. Yeah, at least in America. Actually, we were in the top 10 for the whole world.
Yeah.
Which didn't include as many countries back then because some of them weren't online.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool, and we were making money. We've made more money than we've ever made off of YouTube.
Right.
Currently, YouTube owes us $3.18. I don't anticipate getting it anytime soon.
But
I can't imagine what we'd spend it on.
Right. Well, $3.18 wouldn't even buy one of these good quality beers.
It wouldn't even buy a 6-pack of beer, no.
No, it wouldn't even buy cheap Meisterbrow beer.
Wow.
A whole, it wouldn't even buy one can of that nowadays.
Well.
Here's the difference, though.
Back then, we made a total of,
$600.
Was it $600?
Yes. It was $600 over the course of time.
That's right. It was over the course of about a year.
Right, yeah.
We made $660 some on mp3.com from people listening to our early comedy stuff.
Right. It was great because it gave us the idea that we are actually worthwhile. People were actually listening. So we said, you know what? We're pretty good. If people are going to listen...
Well, we always thought we were anyway.
Well, yeah, we were very braggadocious anyway.
We didn't need...
we didn't need people telling us
that. No, not at all. But what I was going to say was, after we got there and got established and started making money, all of a sudden, the whole thing fell out.
Yeah, right.
The .com tumbled, and mp3.com was no longer paying anybody money.
Yeah.
So we got a couple cases of beer.
Yeah.
Some spending money, some
freebie stuff,
a new hard drive, and
it worked.
That was a lot of fun. And then the same thing happened at YouTube. We get onto YouTube, we start making money, and then all of a sudden everything changes again, and now nobody's making any money.
The rules have changed. Therefore, sorry, you're not making. But wait a minute, if they owe us $3.18, you know what? We're not going to get it anyway.
We're never going to see that.
We really don't care.
Because their normal policy was, once you make your first $100, then they send you a check.
Right.
Which is, I guess, is fine. I can understand that you can't be sending out checks for $1.
$1.50 a day. Yeah.
That's a lot of money for a lot of paper.
Yeah.
Anyway, even if you do it electronically, it's probably a lot of money.
Yeah, but look at it this way.
All right, let's look at it this way.
We're still having a good time. We're going to continue to do it, and that's all there is to it, regardless of whether there's any YouTube out there anyway. Just think what would happen if it all went away.
Just think.
We'd still do it anyway. And with that note, I've got to release a water bit, so you have to handle the show.
Tim, the show is not over yet. Will you hang on a second? Okay, I'm gonna instead of the usual way we go out, I'm gonna leave us out with an old bit from the old days.
Oh, good.
This is one of our favorite bits, our own favorite bits.
Right.
It's only 3 minutes long, so we hope folks will check it out.
Good.
And it's called what if WWE or WWF was managing cockfights?
Right.
So this is called the Saturday Night Cockfights, and it's supposed to be like a wrestling match, except it's
with chickens.
It's with chickens.
Yeah.
And
if you got a chicken called a cock, then you would put them in for this particular
battling
thing.
roosters.
Yes.
Raucous roosters.
Your raucous roosters with Cock-a-doodle-doo and
Cock-a-doodle Dan.
Yeah, Cock-a-doodle Dan and
So this bit was done 18 or so years ago.
Yeah.
And things were different back then, Tim. Anyway, Tim's got to go take a leak, so this is the outro. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And
we really appreciate it because we have a good time doing this.
We certainly do. And thanks for putting up with this complete useless nonsense.
And you should too, because the world needs comedy.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I hope so. Sometimes it's hard to tell. All right, so we'll be back, but we may take next month off because, well, we're celebrities now. It's our 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Don't really have anything else to say. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. We're out.
Tonight, it's the WWF cockfight. Rick Rooster defends his championship title against Cock-a-Doodle Dan.
Now let's go ringside to Bob Neanderthal and Carl Bacon. Well, Bob, here we are at ringside. How do our competitors match up tonight?
Well, Carl, Rick Rooster, I think, is really going to put the feathers onto that cockadoodle dad.
He sure gave Rhode Island Red a real trouncing last week there.
Yeah, that venue there in Las Vegas, he stomped him right to the ground with his technical hold, I tell you. That was an amazing move.
Well, we're going to find out tonight. Cockadoodle Dan can hold his own against Rick Rooster.
Yes, I think we are there, Carl. We certainly are.
And now let's go center stage here at Madison Square Garden for our referee, Mel Flem. In this corner, weighing 9 pounds, 7 ounces, the challenger, Cockadoodle Dan. In the right corner, the champion, weighing 12 pounds, 4 ounces, the poultry pile driver, the feathered frenzy, the barnyard terminator, Rick Rooster. Now, boys, a clean fight, no low blows, no kidney punches, no rabbit punches, no foul moves. All right, come on, boxing, and don't be a chicken. And there's the bell, and they go.
Hey, and it's Cockadoodle Dan's coming
Rick
out there.
Rooster, well, he's with the left, and there's another left.
Oh, Cockadoodle Dan's got one going there.
And there he comes, he dodges.
Nope, he brought up Cockadoodle Dan, come up with the good one, and he just slashed him across the left wing. And
it's slashing.
Oh my God, look at the blood coming out of him.
Another left. Uppercut.
I can't believe the brutality! Oh my God.
Rick Rooster moving in.
Oh, Cockadoodle Dan's down. He's back up again.
He's slashing him. Look at the blood.
It's everywhere.
Okay, Rick Rooster moving in. He's slashing. Cockadoodle Dan is down and he continues to slash. It's left and right, left and right. It looks like, oh my God, look at the blood.
And Cockadoodle Dan's not doing good. No.
There's an eyeball rolling on the canvas.
No, and it's not good. It's not good. Cockadoodle Dan, I think he's down.
There's the bell. It looks like it's over.
And
it looks like Rick Rooster is another winner. How about that, Bob?
Well, you know,
Rick Rooster wins again.
Rick Rooster's one hell of a competitor.
That was one hell of a bloody chicken out there.
Yeah, I would say
That's
so.
all I gotta say.
Absolutely.
Don't go away, folks. We'll be back with an exclusive
interview with the winner. I'm Bob Neanderthal, and I'm here with our champion, Rick Rooster. Well, Rick, it looks like you had you on the fence there for a while. Are you going to be retiring after your bout next week in Los Angeles? The other question we've been begging to ask, several people out there said, it looks like you've been put on some weight. There's been some little controversy. Well, congratulations on your win tonight, and we hope you succeed next week in Los Angeles. And there you have it, folks. Our winner, Rick Rooster.
Now we're on.
Oh,
all right. So that is our show, Tim.
That's our anniversary show.
Our 1 year anniversary show.
Yeah, that was actually that bit we just played there was quite a long time ago. And the interesting thing about it is that's when technology was a little bit different, because technology has moved so fast.
This is going to take a long time, Tim.
You know, it moves so fast and so quick. But if you slow down and take the time to do it, and you invest the time, then other people will come to see your stuff.
Other people will check it out.
Yes.
Either that, or it just proves that a lot of people are really freaking bored.
Right.
And
they're looking for something to entertain them, and that's where we step in.
Well, we're happy to,
We're happy to do that.
This is our offering. Well, thanks a lot for watching. You won't get this in church, I'll tell you that. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you to my wife for putting up with
this utter nonsense.
Well, for putting up with me in general, but I mean, putting up with the show stuff and
for the people out there who actually come and check our stuff out, because we have a good time doing this. That's what this show is about. Us having a good time, not about people going, we've got to see something serious. We're about having a good time, and we enjoy it.
And a special hello to any of the flat earthers out there.
Yeah, the people who haven't driven their cars.
We're not done. We're not done with them either. We'll be back with them.
To the edge of the cliff and falling off.
More stuff to come. More funny stuff to come. It's the Mike and Tim show. More fun than doing nothing.
Because doing nothing is boring.
Well, I don't know what to say. Tim, they're still here. You
Really?
folks have got to go home now. We're done, you know, for now.
Well, I'd
be
rather
back.
hang out for a while.
This is like bonus video, you know that? Because
Yeah.
some people would have disconnected already because
Right.
the show's over. But you know those movies where you go to the movies and all the credits roll and then you see some goofy thing at the end?
Yeah, where they say, stay tuned for the next episode of Roger Goes Home.
Roger Goes Home.
It's kind of like going to the movies when you were a kid and you're sitting in the back seat and you wake up and the movie's over with, but they're playing a double feature and your parents didn't realize it. Bugs Bunny raids the rabbit nest.
All right, so now we really are leaving.
Oops. Speak softly and carry a large stick.